Welcome to Profiles in Eccentricity, a show about weirdos. With your hosts, John Fahey, Aaron Peter, and Matt Brousseau.
Hello, folks. Welcome to Profiles in Eccentricity. It's a show about weirdos, doggone it. My name is Johnboy. It is Johnboy time. I'm your host, John Francis Fahey. Joining me, as ever, is, of course, Michael Skeeton. It is Aaron Joseph Pita.
Dude, you call me Michael Skeeton, and I've said that I'm the Scat Man.
Yes.
But actually, I'm Turd Man.
And Bruce Wang.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you're like the DP Comics Network.
Yeah.
Just thought it. Just put it together.
Yeah. Still working it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, you got to work
World's greatest dick.
it out. Yeah, got to work it out like there's a bunch of gel in that fucking dumb pile of shit.
Dick Gray, son.
The Cape Crusader.
Hey, that's good. Now, that's nice. To your right, my left, of course, is handsome Matt Brousseau.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Fellas.
Here's your problem.
I have to announce that we have now, thanks to Matthew Brousseau, caught up with the YouTube videos, so they will now launch the same time as the new episodes. Mm-hmm. Patreon subscribers, of course, will get the episode an hour earlier.
I mean...
So they'll be ahead of the game.
Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be like,
jacking it.
really doing, all the fucking cool inside joke shit,
Yeah,
like way before,
They'll be dropping like breakdown videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw one of our Patreon freeloaders. We offloaded all the freeloaders.
Yeah,
Remember
we
them?
did.
See ya.
One of them was a 4-year freeloader.
Incredible stuff.
Because they would join for free for a month and then...
And then cancel right before 51 months. Adam Rogers, I think, was the guy's name. Not to call anybody out, but
not
Adam
a
Rogers, 4-year freeloader.
Not one, a dollar.
You can...
Is it $1?
You can freeload. Yeah, I mean, you could $1 and you get the regular episodes.
Here's the thing.
Without the ads.
Here's the thing about Adam, right? I think he was just like, listen, I'll pay my tab at the end. So profiles in eccentricity podcast at gmail.com
Yeah, send it
is
up.
the PayPal.
Yeah.
And listen, I'll take the $250 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no interest.
Yeah.
No interest?
No interest,
That's
man.
all good, man. And like, we know there's been inflation. I'm not going to hold you to
that's
that.
fine.
Just send me $250.
No, it's like a...
Quality, just a flat $250.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry about the extra month.
We're not rounding
I'm not
up.
saying $255. I'm saying $250.
No, we're not gonna. No one's gonna be breaking it.
Send me the fucking shit.
Dude, honestly, if you send $250, I'll send you a free shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
How about that? It might not fit.
How about that, Adam? Why don't you set a reminder on your phone to cancel that?
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
We know people at Patreon, okay? We can get a shipping address.
We have your information, trust me.
We can get a P.O. box. Or...
I've got your information.
I mean, I'm almost. I'm almost.
Clarence.
I'm almost chuffed.
Chuffed? Is
Yeah.
that good?
What are you chuffed about?
Yeah,
chuffed is like your well, how would you describe chuffed? It's like you're
not like chuffed.
You're proud. You're braggy.
like
you're
full
braggy.
Full of good emotions.
Okay.
Because someone decided to put so much effort into not paying us.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if people are stealing your shit, it means it's people want it.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, I mean, can you like put it on SoulSeek or something? Like you're doing it in a way where like I can see you fucking me over, which is also
Kind of funny.
funny.
It's kind of funny.
But
I get it.
But yeah. Just fork over the $250.
Venmo, PayPal,
Yeah.
Apple Pay,
Yeah.
Zelle.
we have listeners going through shit who are still. They're messaging us that they're going through
dude,
shit.
they're fucking like blowing into a straw to type out words.
We have people recovering from major physical setbacks.
I love your guys' show.
This
You're
guy,
$70 a month. This guy's fucking paying. Why aren't you?
I know.
Some other guys in a cubicle like, oh, it's my time to save my $5.
God damn it.
Here I go saving again.
You fucking coupon clipping piece of shit.
Ooh, do you price match?
I brought my
It's a
date.
double
I
coupon.
brought my date to the Sizzler because there's a Groupon.
I did a Groupon at the scissor. If you know what I mean.
Nerds. All right, well, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
But we have a
This is
message.
the type of guy that gets a water cup and fills it with fucking Sprite.
Yeah.
Can I get a cup for water?
I mean, listen, if you're like 16, all right,
Nice.
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
If you're doing this and you're 16, that's cool. If you're
Part of your doing it when you're 16 is to bust somebody's balls.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, you have no money.
Yeah.
yeah, and
Hopefully.
to you, we are the man. So Adam is his name.
Adam.
Adam, if you're like 16 or something, that's cool. But dude, if you are a fucking day over 24,
I'm gonna put him at 26.
Oh.
That's my ass estimate. Now we have a message from a real person.
We do.
hey,
Yeah.
This is Joseph. Very sweet message from Joseph. You motherfuckers are good boys.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Just got my Ramones t-shirts. Got one for my brother. The fiber of the fabric is outstanding. It shows the bee's knees.
You said it, neighbor.
Like jacking us off here. Really gets me through my day. The stickers, damn it. Those stickers are the tits.
Nice.
Really, he's really hitting all the buttons here.
yeah, he's using all the words.
People got to learn about OSHA regulations around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to drop those turds, man.
Shows smart and stupid. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Joseph.
Yeah. We have just a few shirts left of I think there's like 4 smalls left of the hard pipe hitters.
Oh,
If you want a piece of history,
what
Get
a piece.
one.
Get a
Get
piece.
one.
Turn it into a baby tee.
They're down to $10.
They're your midriff.
$10 a pop. All right.
Oof.
Otherwise, they're getting sent to, South Sudan or something.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, they need cheers too.
They do.
I don't know who didn't win the Super Bowl this year.
And then we're going to be coming out with a shirt of just the logo because it has been widely requested, and Jesse suggested that.
The neon sign logo.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be with the face too. That's,
Oh, cool.
That's what people have been asking for a lot. So great suggestion by Jesse, and she's going to give me a mock-up, and then we'll get those going. And do we have other business?
Oh, Gumball, Mr. Gumball ahead.
Oh yes,
Gumball had the
Rob
cat.
Sires.
Yeah. Follow his Patreon and having he had a little issue last week. So I wish you all the best, Rob.
Yeah.
By the time you hear this, hopefully you're all fixed up and
Hopefully you're
squirting out comics again.
Yeah. Squirting out anything.
scoring on top.
Speedy recovery, my friend.
All right.
I'm looking at you.
Oh, John, you got some shit.
I got something. Now we're gonna be talking about a woman here from California.
Oh, the Golden State.
Oh my God.
She is born in 1956, and
Boy.
there's not a lot really known about her. There's gonna be a little bit of a different profile because
We do things a little bit different.
and so. There's kind of a mystery and then like a big amount of attention and content, and then there's more mystery. So what we know about this woman, Karen Margaret Greenlee. She's
KG.
born in 1956, and she's raised in Sonoma County.
Oh, okay.
She was molested at the age of 8,
Oh.
Oh, okay.
and a teacher raped her at the age of 14.
Jesus Christ.
And there's
Sonoma County, huh?
Wine country.
she graduated from high school in Colfax, and she got married, but she was separated when most of her big events took place.
I mean, you mean after the other big events?
Yes.
Okay.
The yet to be mentioned.
The yet
events.
to be mentioned.
Well, I mean, the thing is
Okay.
that a lot of people don't even mention that she was raped and molested, and
We do.
Seems pretty important.
It does seem pretty important, Matt. I'm glad you think so.
Okay, thanks.
I don't want to say that it defines her.
No, I don't. I didn't say that.
I think you did. Hey, man.
So she is she's working in Sacramento, California in 1979, late 1979, December 17th. She's working as an apprentice embalmer.
Someone's got to do it. Wait, we met an embalmer.
We did.
on the last Patreon.
We met.
He was just living.
No.
Okay.
You and I know someone who works at a mortuary or a morgue.
Do we?
That woman.
That woman?
Yeah, that blonde woman.
Do we?
Guess not.
Well,
You don't know her name. Or you
we
don't
went to
want
that comedy club with her
Went to a comedy club.
in Orange County during
You
the
did
pandemic.
say there would be mysteries.
Oh! Oh, yeah. That's right. Well,
These broads are weird.
yeah. So she's
I
got
say to find her though.
she's driving a 1975 Cadillac hearse up to a funeral,
That makes sense.
and she's got this young guy in the back of the hearse,
This
right?
dead guy,
Dead young
corpse?
That guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and she like is rolling up to like the cemetery, and the family like sees the hearse coming, and then she's just like turns it around
Hueys.
and fucking bails.
Bale Blair Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
Doesn't have like the back open and the coffin swings out.
Somebody said she did a big donut
Nice.
and got out of there.
that's how you
pretty
fucking
cool.
rip out.
Yeah. And so she's she, and then she's like missing
Fuck this.
with the hearse from the funeral home where
Right,
she
it's
works
not her
at.
hearse.
Do you report a missing person if they're dead?
Good question.
Yeah. Because the cops would be like, wait, he's dead. Like, what are we going to do?
So she's found a few days later in Allegheny in Sierra County, and they I think she was like in a hotel somewhere, and they found the hearse. Not hard to find, not too many.
She didn't change the plates?
That's not called a his.
Okay.
It's
I don't want to let that define you.
Her keys.
and she has tried overdosing on Tylenol with codeine,
Oh, no.
paracetamol and codeine.
Tylenol 3.
That's not good.
Tylenol 3.
That's what.
Oh, really?
That was. Yeah, Tylenol 3.
Oh yeah. But the paracetamol is,
That's stuff that fucks you up.
Yeah,
it fucks your liver up.
yeah.
Oh.
So
Acetaminophen.
they find her, and she's overdosed on this thing, and she's got a 4.5-page suicide note,
Oh, no.
God, sure she wasn't on coke.
which is also
Too many words.
a confession where she admitted to having sex with 20 to 40 of the bodies
No.
of other young men, and she said it was an addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would make sense. Not just a random act at that point.
No, it's at that point it's pastime.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
Did you say 20 to 40?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I mean, so we're saying at least 40.
Yeah, I mean,
20 to 40, but you don't remember?
that's like 50 weeks of profiles.
Yeah.
You gotta round up.
Yeah, she said like
Young men.
But she stopped counting at like 20,
Why not any old guys?
and yeah, so she
They couldn't get it up.
really
Just at the rigor mortis, they're all fucking stiff, bro.
Yeah, but they can't keep it up.
so like the thing about that is she's like necrophilia is not a crime in California.
You're telling me, pal.
Now, is she hot?
Move here.
Whatever. Dead or alive.
Sky's the limit, dude.
Is she hot?
I'll get you a picture. I knew you were going there.
Yeah, because you probably went there too.
Well, no, I knew you would go there.
That's his excuse
Not
for
exactly
him going there.
fucking a dead
I better look
body.
it up because Aaron's going to want to
Yeah.
know.
Oh wow.
Better jack off.
There's-
Aaron's
there's-
To make sure.
So this is one
I'm getting the rigor.
when she's like older, but you can really barely see. And she's really hamming it up.
Okay.
Well, she's fuzzy.
She might have been a hot goth chick in her younger days.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she's into dead bodies, so.
Yeah, she's like
oh yeah.
posing with some fucking stupid shit.
Hopefully it's not a
Is it a
corpse.
body? Body to dunce cap?
There's a picture of when she's younger. I'm gonna try to find for you too.
Now,
But yeah, not really, not
yeah, not a smoke show, but
You know.
not a chud.
Nice looking lady.
She's not chuddy.
right.
Chuddy.
Chuddy.
What? A cannibalistic humanoid underground dwelling?
Yeah.
I mean, pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close. I mean, she's fucking hanging out in morgues all the time.
Yeah. Well, that's your job. She's
But so she only gets charged with stealing the hearse,
Yeah.
And interfering with a funeral? That's a crime?
Okay.
Well, it seems like it should be, you know. You can't
yeah.
just-
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, you don't want if you're gonna fuck up someone's day, like that's.
I know, but fucking like myriad corpses is not a crime. But interfering with the funeral, like what was the funeral interference that happened before this?
I think
That it was like somebody going dearly departed, yay! like what? Well, how do you interrupt a funeral?
I think by fucking the corpse.
Yeah.
I think funeral interruption is a wide net.
Yeah, it was like it's for people fighting at the funeral.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
That's interfering with a funeral.
Yeah.
It's a flag on the plate.
Yeah. Anybody who shows up and tries to make it a bad time, even though it's not a great time, I guess, you know.
Yeah. So he tries to ruin the vibe at the funeral. Somebody fucking stringing up a piñata or something.
You're bringing the vibe down, Dave.
What the fuck is interfering with a funeral?
Well, stealing a body is one.
Yeah, but stealing a fucking body isn't even a crime.
I mean, but there's got to
You do it at a
be
funeral.
there's got to be some kind of penalty.
I think since there's been like
Amendments to the law.
I don't know if it's anything really criminal. I think it's like more like health code violations.
Interfering with the funeral.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still.
I think it's like.
But if you work at a morgue and you're sucking these dicks and feeling these titties, something's
Yeah.
something's going down.
I think now, and I think that's why it's OSHA stuff because
Yeah, it's workplace hazard.
yeah.
I think they were going like, she got into this line of work for a reason.
Yeah.
So like, you
did she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not something that it's not an acquired taste. She's.
You don't fall into it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe she got this job and she was just one day. Like,
Yeah.
honk, honk.
Yeah, maybe like,
God, look at the fucking balls on this guy.
yeah, she was
Man,
seeing someone.
whoops! I dropped my
Spent all day here.
pen down his.
You're so good. You're such a good listener.
Yeah.
So she only got a $255 fine
All right.
and spent 11 days in jail.
Whoa. Okay.
Her probation did include mandatory therapy though, right?
That's good. Was she allowed to go back to work?
Well, probably not there.
No. Okay.
But
She was forced to work amongst the living.
What a drag.
So the mortuary and Greenlee herself were sued for $1 million by Marian Gonzalez, the mother of the victim. His name was John Mercury, Mercure, Mercury. I don't know.
Probably your husband or something.
For severe emotional distress.
Yeah, I mean, not a great time.
She fucked that lady's husband.
His son.
She fucked that lady's son.
Yeah.
and the funeral.
Who also was like a young man. Like your child died.
Wait, how young was he?
33.
Oh, okay.
Do you think his dad was like,
Still got it, man.
God, even in death?
I can't wait to die.
Who says it's over,
Yeah.
Maybe he'll keep going.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
Hand over
Yeah.
to the
He's
fuzzy lady.
My son's getting laid more than I am. Hear that, Maria?
I got
You frigid bitch.
I got emotional distress.
Marian, not Maria.
Yeah, well, that's why
Marian,
that's
but-
why they have such a problem.
Close. So there's a Superior Court hearing, and the psychiatrist that was hired by the defense, defending the funeral home in Greenlee.
Oh yeah, defending the funeral home because the funeral
they're
home
getting
and
sued,
she
right?
was sued.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
He was like, I don't believe that there was any distress because Marian Gonzalez is already such a huge alcoholic and is so depressed.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Really,
Yeah,
really
they
going for
They
it.
fucking went after her, bro.
That's disgusting.
It's so fucked up.
That's worse than fucking a
I was
body.
gonna say it's the second grossest thing.
Yeah, it's like going like.
What do you care if your son's getting?
So your son's getting laid.
You're
What the
fucking-
shit?
you're passed
you
out.
big drunk.
You didn't even notice.
You big drunk. Like,
He had a smile on his face for the
I'm
first
sure you're
time.
real distressed when you're face down in a fucking puddle of your own vomit, Marian.
You were sad last week when you were drunk.
Meanwhile, this lady's just taking your son on a joy. Imagine finding out, like,
Yeah.
first of all, seeing the
Not only did he go on a joyride,
oh yeah, he went on a jolly
she
ride.
took him for a joyride.
He was a joystick.
Yeah. Oh,
So I mean, just first of all, just being like, why did the hearse just flee the scene?
Well, it's not.
She probably
it's not the Transformers. It didn't
couldn't
have
look
mind.
the family in the eyes. You know,
Yeah.
Or maybe he was a Greenlee.
she wanted more. She wasn't done with him.
Yeah. So one more.
Did she have when she went to that hotel? Did she have one more go at him? Like, was he?
Oh yeah, she definitely took the body to go at it more.
She did?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Imagine you're staying at that hotel and you're like, wow, that drunk guy is going to have a
gosh,
great time.
man, weekend at Bernie's, man. It's taking the world by storm.
Yeah, you think she was walking him up the stairs?
Yeah.
So now
Yes, I do.
that's 1979.
She's gonna be fucking strong.
Yeah.
Oh, to lug these fucking mugs around?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, well, most of the time they're on their back, you know?
But to get him out of a hearse into a fucking Motel 6?
Can't just drag him on the ground.
Oh
the
yeah,
whole
or maybe
time.
she just got in the hearse.
Oh, God, have some fucking class, lady.
What, drag him up the stairs of the Motel 6?
Fuck him in the bed.
Yeah.
Like a fucking lady.
Okay, all right.
Come on.
You draw lines in weird places.
I'm weird.
A lot of diagonals over there.
Connecting dots that aren't there.
Beautiful.
They call me old fashioned.
yeah.
But so in 1987, this is great because like this is still very much like the heyday of the underground publishing world. In 1987, she gave a interview for the movie. For the book Apocalypse Culture, and that just has a bunch of just dark, weird shit in it. Published by Feral House, that was like the place to go to do that sort of thing.
Is that a book just of like, here's why the world is horrible?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Apocalypse Culture. But
Yeah, probably hopping on the back of the satanic panic shit.
Right.
But like positively.
Cool. Well, she's hopping on the back of some shit.
Panic.
So she might have been actually in the hearse, not in a hotel when she did the OD thing.
Maybe she parked at a hotel,
But in the book, this is the one quote I've gotten from the suicide note. Why do I do it? Why? Fear of love, relationships. No romance ever hurt like this. It's the pits. I'm a morgue rat. This is my rat hole, perhaps my grave.
Whoa.
I'm a morgue rat. Deal with it.
Hold it against me.
Pretty
Well,
good
yeah,
stuff,
very-
though. It's good writing. I like that.
Just some armchair psychologizing is
That's what we do.
can't get hurt by dead guys. Right.
That's kind of the thing, and there
Yeah, good
was
listeners.
Another woman that I read about just because necrophiliacs 1 in 10 is a woman.
If that, right?
Yeah. But the other one, it was another thing too.
It was pretty tough.
Somebody that was molested, raped,
Right.
and they did say it was because you're not going to fucking get up and attack me,
Right.
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That was fair.
But so she said,
She saw Clerks and got inspired. Remember that
Maybe
girl?
oh yeah.
Clerks got inspired by her.
That's right.
Yeah. So, the press really liked it because it was a woman, and she can't.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, it's like
the press likes hot teachers female teachers that fuck their mouths. It's like,
Woo, let's
Yeah.
go.
I mean, it is different. Let's be honest. It is different.
But so this is really where we get into the stuff here with this interview because now we get into her head and
Can't wait.
and this is the interview is done by Jim Morton, and he's clearly sympathetic,
Okay. As we all should be.
Of course, always. And so he writes, the press had a field day, the lawyers got rich, and Karen lost her career and source of sexual satisfaction.
Oh, God.
it's an interesting phrase, but yeah.
But she says, when I wrote that letter, I was still listening to society. Everyone said necrophilia was wrong.
Oh.
So I must be doing something wrong. But the more people tried to convince me I was crazy, the more sure of my desires I became.
This is when the letter you're speaking is her suicide note?
Yes.
Okay.
So he interviews her at Karen's studio apartment, and she's got a lot of satanic shit on the walls and a lot of drawings of people,
Baphomet.
people fucking dead bodies.
Oh, her own drawings?
Yep.
Boy, would I love to see those.
I drew them from memory.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they're not good. It does look like like an 8th grader did them.
No, oh boy, this is oof.
This is oof.
So Jim starts with the empathy he's famous for.
The fuck's wrong with you, you crazy bitch?
No. He goes, back during the trial, from what I read in the newspapers, it seemed like you got very little support. Imagine that.
Huh.
People not waving signs outside. We're with you.
I want to die.
So she
Can't wait till I die so you'd fuck me.
I got one in the chamber. I mean, my balls.
She says, no, none whatsoever. The newspapers were the worst. To this day, I hate reporters. One of them even carried me to Richard Trenton Chase, the vampire killer. What support there was like family obligations. One of my brothers refused to have anything to do with me. He said, I just want to remember her as she was. He came up to me later. He came up to me later and apologized, but he still isn't comfortable around me. My other brother was more supportive, but even he had to ask, how'd you do it?
Wait, I mean, she shouldn't be surprised
Details.
at that.
Details.
We'll get to that.
Oh.
Before the trial, I had a boyfriend who found out about it.
What?
He got mad and slapped me around.
Oh.
Dude, honestly, you get to do that.
What?
No.
If you find out your girlfriend's fucking dead bodies, you get a couple good licks in.
Jesus Christ.
You get to do that.
No, you
get to do that.
No, you
Why?
don't.
Because maybe it'll fix her.
Oh, Christ's sake. Thank God this video, so people see your...
Yeah. Post that one online.
No, that's not a clip.
Dude, she's fucking
that's
dead.
not going on a clip. As a clip.
You better?
But
Oh, dude, it's not fucking dead bodies.
But she said then she kind of says like he knew, so it's like it's weird how she's describing this. Did he find out about it or did he know? You know what I mean?
It's like one of those things like a cuck situation.
Yeah. It might be
Postmortem cuck fantasy.
I think it was yeah.
You're spending an awful lot of time in that
Fine, when it was
morgue.
just between us.
Right.
Now the whole world knows, and I'm
That- well, that's
I'm
what-
the
that-
world's
that's-
biggest cuck.
Yeah, it's a Will Smith thing.
Well, maybe
Yes, it is a Will Smith thing.
Because she said apparently a lot of people knew and I don't know how they knew.
Oh my God.
maybe like, you know, when they're having sex, she's like, I want you to play dead. He's like, okay, you know, and then
So he said I wasn't even a woman and I could go fuck my dead bodies.
Say that one more time.
I wasn't even a
That's
woman.
what her boyfriend said to her. Like,
Hey,
you're
yeah.
no woman. Go fuck your dead bodies.
Yeah. And then she says here, Aaron, with guys, they always felt I went for the bodies because I was hard up. And if I went to bed with them, then that would change me. And they would be the one who gave me such satisfaction, I wouldn't need those old corpses anymore. I run into that a lot.
I bet.
Yeah, guys like you would be like, oh, are you fixed yet?
No. I don't think that I'm gonna. I'm not saying I'm.
You can't compare it to a dead body.
No.
no,
these
there's
guys-
so many of them.
Yeah.
Always hard.
Yeah.
No. I'm not one of those guys. I'll fuck you straight, guys. No.
Yeah. She said sometimes I had guys come on to me for just that reason.
So plenty of people knew.
Yeah, certainly after.
Certainly after, yeah.
Got
yeah,
it.
yes. They talk in Sonoma.
So Jim Morton says, the question I am most often asked, meaning what I want to ask you most, is how does she do it? And she says, yes, that's the question. People ask questions like that. Even people who seem pretty cool seem to have open minds. Then when you tell them, they say, that's very interesting. Then don't want to have much to do with me. I don't mind telling people how I do it. It doesn't matter to me. But anyone adept sexually shouldn't have to ask.
Yeah.
People have this misconception that there has to be penetration for sexual gratification, which is bull. The most sensitive part of a woman is the front area anyway, and that is what needs to be stimulated.
Oh, okay.
The front area.
So she grinds on him.
So, yeah, you know what I
She's
mean?
rubbing her fucking clitorides.
Yeah.
You can't have this binary opinion you have of
You
sexuality.
can't have this archaic opinion.
Yeah, you get
Sex involves
You fucking
penetration.
idiot.
Yeah, it's not all about burying a bone or
Yeah,
whatever.
But
You
it
dogs.
helps.
People seem to enjoy it.
Then she goes on. Besides, there are different aspects of sexual expression. Touchy-feely.
Oh.
You've done that before, I'm sure. Touchy-feely.
Mostly with live people.
69.
Mostly.
Even holding hands. You imagine 69ing a fucking dead body?
Dude,
I mean, the holding hand sounds harder.
it's
'cause they
really
can't-
just a sixth. Like, that, he's not going, he's not, Unless he's a zombie.
Well, like he dies with the mouth open. Yeah. Or he's like a big nose or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe some Jewish or Italian types.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or French.
Yeah.
Okay.
She goes on, that body is just lying there. But it has what it takes to make me happy.
Aw. Except for the other parts.
The cold, the aura of death, the smell of death, the funereal surroundings.
Yeah.
It all contributes.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
She seems to be pretty adept.
I mean, like, you know, if it wasn't for the fucking, you'd be like, this person's perfect for this job. But maybe with the fucking, you say they're even better.
Well, people that worked with her were like, you know, that testified were like,
She's the best at her job.
Yeah.
they were like,
I mean, she made these dead bodies look fuckable.
Always happy to be here.
no, they were just like, there was no reason to suspect her. There were like, she did her job well. She was, you know,
She whistled while she worked.
she was adept. Yeah. So when she gets into the smell of death,
Yeah.
Jim goes, I'm sorry,
I'm sorry, did you say the smell?
smell? Yeah. And she goes, sure. I find the odor of death very erotic.
Whoa.
God damn it.
There are death odors and there are death odors. Now you got your body that's floating around in the bay for 2 weeks or a burn victim. That doesn't attract me much.
I love that little caveat.
Touch. Just a touch.
That don't attract me.
So, you're a bloated burn victim in the harbor. That
Don't attract me much. Fucking shot out of a cannon, whatever. But a freshly embalmed corpse is something else. There is also this attraction to blood.
his blood. Red blood.
When you're on top of a body, it tends to purge blood out of its mouth when you're making passionate love.
Jesus. No, I mean, she's a scientist at this point, so, you know.
So this thing's gurgling up.
Yeah.
So, there is this...
Yeah, he knows all about it.
She says, you'd have to be there, I guess.
I guess. She should have. I mean, Jim should have been like, can I be there? He was a real reporter.
So, there is a...
I probably like the look on his face.
he looked dead.
You'd have to be there, I guess.
Yeah, you're not getting it.
Say, you're looking quite like a corpse right now.
You're getting better looking every minute. Ghostly white.
So there's an issue of the Sandman comic called 24-Hour Diner.
Yes.
They somewhat recreated it in the show. They did a great. It's
Great episode of TV.
It's a fucking incredible episode of TV. They go in a bit of a different direction with some of the details, but the essence is the same of what happens there. But in the comic, under the influence of this guy with the ruby or whatever, this woman is talking about having sex with a dead body. And I'm pretty sure she mentions something like that. Like
He probably got it from this.
I would imagine that he did.
Yeah, I believe there was, like Necromantic, the German really fucked up horror movie that came from this, or it's one of the things inspired. It inspired a Canadian movie called Kissed, which actually is like doing like the Karen Greenlee story. But you know, they have like some amazingly beautiful actor doing it, you know.
So hot.
Some cool 90s
Like
music.
posing next to a fucking coffin and shit.
Smash Mouth, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth?
Hey now. But yeah, that probably was because, like, you know.
I think she mentioned this, like the blood coming out of the mouth in the throes of passion as she was you know.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I bet it sounds like it came.
This was kind of an underground thing, and it's one of those things.
You don't say.
No,
Yeah, about 6 feet under.
no, I mean, like, insofar as like somebody like Neil Gaiman would probably see some zines at conventions.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
That would.
Those guys do their research. and
Yeah.
They pull from all sorts of arenas to
Yeah.
inform their art.
Some interesting folks.
Now, at this point, you know,
Do they purge blood through their pee hole, John?
they probably
To simulate some sort of ejaculation effect?
Probably goes butt first.
well, yeah, we'll get to a pee hole in a minute. Yeah, I know. You're
What
gonna
is this, my sex life?
We'll get to the pee hole.
I understand. You don't change.
We're gonna stay with the blood gurgling out of the mouth during the passionate love making.
When we get back, we'll get to that hot pee hole action.
Yes, sir.
That sound good, Ed? So at this point, Jim has to interject after you have to be there, I guess. He says, of course, with all the AIDS going around.
Oh, Jim. A little decorum, please.
This is the thing here, like, no matter what you get to, no matter how fucked up it is at this time, people go, AIDS is so scary. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, you remember Orson and Logjam.
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh, in Hyperion, the book I'm reading, there's AIDS too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you never know.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
AIDS 2, the new batch.
They're in Hawaii now.
First Blood Part 2.
The new Snatch.
Of course, with all the AIDS going around, she says, that's the reason I haven't tried anything lately. I'm sure I've found a way to get into one of those funeral homes by now, but the group I find attractive, young men in their 20s, are the ones who are dying of AIDS.
It's a real conundrum.
So this is the thing you have to also keep in mind.
Kind of like a guy, you know, like with the heroin chic going around at the time of the skinny Kate Moss style model.
Yeah.
She's like DiCaprio. She only fucks people who are 24 and dead. And
yeah, the thing is, they stay the same age.
Yeah.
Oh God! Damn it!
Yeah. For a
you know
long
the good
time.
thing about recently deceased corpses is
You know what the best thing about
I
cadavers?
keep getting older and they start bleeding out of their mouth and stay the same age.
And they don't rape you either.
I keep getting hornier, and they.
I made him Jack Nicholson for some reason.
Yeah, you know, it works.
So you also got to keep in mind too. She has a type.
Yeah.
Dead or nearly dead.
No, but also a type of dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot young dudes.
And like, so with this guy where she, absconds with, the guy in the hearse, it was like her going just like, I need more than a week with this guy. You know what I mean?
Fucking week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
We've all been there.
whatever the turnaround is on a future, I don't fucking know.
It depends on how crowded the.
But yeah,
calendar.
she was like,
Yeah.
there is some aspect of like romance here,
Necromance.
Yes.
Nice.
Now here we go.
I mean, I'm not just gonna fuck him on the first day.
No, I mean,
He's got to
feel
puke
him
blood
out.
in my mouth
Yeah.
when we're kissing first.
Yeah.
God.
Got spit blood all over
Can you
my
imagine the
six.
fucking cleanup involved in this shit?
That's her job.
The whole point is about, well, you're right.
She loves the fucking
Yeah.
thing. They say do what you love.
Did you usually attend the funerals of your corpse lovers?
Good question.
Yeah.
No, she drives the hearse there.
It was convenient working in the funeral homes.
You don't say.
I'd get to drive out to the cemetery with the family. I'd get to mourn right along with the family at the loss of that loved one.
Wow, she's really crying a lot.
No one loved him more than I did.
Yeah. No one knew him like I did.
Fellas, you're not far off.
Okay.
Except I was groaning in a little bit of a different tone.
No, John.
People can't really tell if you're grief-stricken or passion-stricken.
Same.
I've had memories of the families put their arms around me and say, "We're so glad you could come."
You gotta be fucking kidding me,
I don't even think she meant it,
dude.
but I read it and was like,
You and me both, sister.
You don't say.
then you have to spin this big old yarn. Yeah, I knew him in high school. If the guy didn't have a girlfriend in life, they were like, oh, she was the one.
Yeah. If he wasn't a dead body in life, I don't know what I would have done. We found each other. I was in a dark place.
God damn it.
Morgue.
We're so glad you could come. Me too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I miss him so.
You have no idea.
Ashes to ashes and ass to mouth.
Bust to bust. Ashes to ashes and bust to bust. Let's take a quick break. We'll come right back.
Okay.
And we're back. Now, Matt reminded me to say that this tale brought to you, suggested by the owner of the Hyena Gallery, which is in Burbank, and they have an online store that is absolutely amazing.
Burbank.
And this is Hyena, spelled Hyaena Gallery. And you can find him on Instagram. He does amazing true crime posts that my buddy Joe got me hip to, and then I was aware of the store. And now he's like my buddy. I go in there like once a week, and he, kind of will hold on to books for me that he knows I might be interested in. But honestly, if you want to get a good weird gift, you really can't go wrong. Because
Beautiful Burbank.
He'll have just like the main fare is books, but then also he'll have like, art pieces by like serial killers and stuff. And
Cool.
Wow.
he's got like some of the preschool like giraffes from that one school that was accused of like some satanic panic shit.
Yeah.
Where it was
total bullshit.
It was total bullshit. And I guess, one of the neighbors like just went in the dumpster and grabbed some stuff. And so he's got some of that ephemera. There's so much stuff when you go in there, you can't really get to see the whole store. But everything is listed online, and I really can't recommend it enough. I almost don't want to tell people about it because I want to have first dibs on everything.
Too late, pal.
But he always
nobody lives in Burbank.
He's going to crazy estate sales. Well, no, his online store. He puts everything in the online store. So Hyena Gallery, check them out. Support them.
Tell him John sent you.
Tell him Profile sent you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's what I meant.
help him out too, because he incurred a lot of debt getting sick during COVID, and then he couldn't open his shop, and then he's an independent business owner, so he doesn't have medical coverage. So it was like
only in America.
Yeah. So support Hyena Gallery, and we thank them.
Yeah, thank you.
And also if you want to support us, building a studio.
Hey, come on, guys.
Buy these shirts, and also Patreon. If you're not a subscriber, extra episode per week, $5 a month.
Please pay.
Get some stickers and shit.
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
sign up.
You get a direct line to us.
Yeah, man. And it's a great community over there. They have a Discord for the hardcore guys, the hardcore fans, and there's a lot of really fun stuff happening in there.
Yeah, a lot.
They
of
are
bands
so funny and creative and resourceful.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
They're sick.
Yeah,
And they are sick, and they are also incest.
They're also incest. Yeah.
They got fucked up ideas. They got bad.
Bad brains.
I had sick thoughts. Role models used to have sick thoughts.
Oh, John,
Hustling hand jobs behind the 7-Eleven.
Well,
where were we? We had to be there to understand it. We
well, yeah, and then we found
The
out.
smell.
We found out about her going to the funerals.
funerals. Oh God.
So glad you could come.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
So at the time, he asked, at the time of the trial, you weren't in San Francisco, and she says, "No, I was working in a funeral home in another city and going to school at the same time."
What is she learning?
I would assume, more of that shit.
I don't know.
How to diddle a body.
I don't know. I don't remember seeing
Ethics.
Yeah, thank you.
It's weird, but the day I got a telegram about the trial telling me to get in touch with my attorney, I went into the funeral home and was fired for things I had done at that funeral home. Somebody, I guess, had got wise to me. I know I wasn't seen, but I think somebody just figured it out. Of course, they didn't know about Sacramento yet. They found out later. The same day, within 5 hours of each other, 2 totally different things caught up with me.
Wow.
I worked in that funeral home for almost a year. That's where I did a lot of my extracurricular activities.
Oh yeah, so you should.
I had keys, so I'd slip back in after hours and spend all night there.
All night.
A guy lived at the funeral home in an apartment downstairs. He drank, so he usually passed out. He had a .357 Magnum under his pillow.
How did you know that? Maybe
She mistook him for a dead body once.
Yeah. Oh, we left one.
He's fucking awake. Oh my God.
So,
Man, no security cameras, huh?
Jim asked
No.
the guy,
I mean, who's going to steal a dead body?
There's security cameras there now.
Mm-hmm.
this John Mercury guy, the case was about. I understand he was moved out of the cemetery after the trial. She says, yeah, that happened at the time I was breaking into this funeral home. There was a side room, one of those arrangement areas where they always have their case folders out. I read there was an exhumation order for John Mercury.
And
Mercury?
Oh my God.
Then I read something in the paper about it. His mother wanted the body exhumed, said she wouldn't bury her cat there.
No one's fucking like
On the day he was supposed to be exhumed, I snuck out into a field across from where he was buried. I sat out in the field and watched them dig up the body and give him to this other mortician.
Jesus.
They shipped him back to Michigan.
She's the.
Imagine going just to watch that.
Well, that
Dude,
is
I
that
thought
is
she was gonna fucking go fuck him again.
just watching. It's part of the juice.
I guess, man. Well, I mean,
What are they doing? What are they doing with my body?
and then I think she really does have like this longing.
Yeah.
You know, it is a romantic thing. It's like, there's my guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
You don't know him like I know him.
Yeah.
I've 69'd.
Dead or alive.
Is there like a Misfit song like I 69 a dead body?
Yeah. It sounds like there should be.
Should be, yeah. I'm a morgue rat. Baby, I'm a morgue rat.
Mograt.
Tell mortician, look the other way.
Don't you tell me where to put my.
He asked, when did you first become aware of your necrophilia? It's something I've been attracted to all my life. I used to hold funeral services for my pets when they died. Had a little
That's
pet
normal.
graveyard. That is normal. I lived in a small town, and the fireman's barbecue was next door to the funeral home. To go to the bathroom, you had to use the facilities in the funeral home. I'd find any excuse I could to go to the bathroom. Then I'd take side trips and wander around the mortuary. It didn't scare you like other kids? No, I loved it. I was real curious. I'd wander.
Listen, man, I've been raped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got scarier things than dead body.
Yeah.
My waking life
Yeah.
is
Yeah, safe in here.
Living men.
Yeah.
That's what frightens me.
Yeah. Do you miss working in funeral homes? Yes, terribly. Even if I wasn't a necrophile, I like mortuary work. I enjoy embalming and everything, except for obese people.
Oh, come.
The bodies I hated working on most were obese people.
Jesus Christ.
Especially if they've been autopsied. Their guts would slide out on the floor and shit, all this melty fat. Yuck.
Now that's gross.
Yeah.
Again. It's like,
Seems pretty normal.
Well, I mean, the
I fuck
autopsy
dead
thing-
bodies. I don't want to get AIDS. And I don't fuck fatties.
Yeah, no
I'm not
fatties.
sick.
Yeah. I don't know. Look, I'm not the problem here.
Victimless crime.
Yeah. Victimless climax.
You said something previously about the vampire killer, Richard Trenton Chase. He was from Sacramento, wasn't he? Yeah, the second funeral home I worked for, I wasn't working there at the time, got the bodies of Chase's victims. A man and a woman and their child, so I hear the gory details of what the bodies looked like. They were really butchered. They were disemboweled with shit stuffed in their mouths. Jesus Christ.
Did you make a note of the vampire killer for later? Jesus Christ.
I don't want to hear that one.
I do.
Chase,
You make a note.
Chase started by killing animals and drinking their blood, and when he wasn't satisfied with that, he graduated to people.
Jesus Christ.
People.
He killed this couple, then kidnapped their child and killed it, and later threw it in a trash can.
Jesus Christ.
Listen,
The
fuck 'em.
mortician who embalmed the bodies said he hardly ever got queasy about anything, but he got sick when he saw those bodies.
Yeah, I imagine.
What's the weirdest case you ever encountered?
Mine?
There was one kid who fell out of a car while his mother was making a turn, and she managed to run over his head.
Oh.
She managed.
Managed.
Can you swing that?
I've been
Mom?
trying it for years.
Couldn't 69 him.
No.
Another kid choked on a cigarette wrapper.
I'm sorry.
Those things will kill you, Matt.
Yeah, back then, it's all the chemicals in the wrapper.
Yeah.
One guy committed suicide by shooting himself in the head with a pellet rifle. He had to shoot himself several times, and it took him a while to die, but he finally succeeded.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, that is...
He might be
That's insane.
not right in the
Like
head.
after the third one, you're like, at this point,
supposed to work.
all the cognitive, it's starting to go. Like you're
Keep going.
circle.
Oh, my God.
Press button.
Yeah. Safety off.
It's like Flowers for Algernon. Yeah.
Good book.
Yeah, it is.
There was another guy I worked on. He was a transvestite who somehow strangled himself with his nylons. I don't think it was intentional.
Oh boy, you always got a spit take.
Why?
Nylons are tough to get off for both parties.
I don't think it was intentional. I think he was trying to achieve heightened orgasm through strangulation.
Yeah.
And he ended up hanging himself. He wouldn't be the first to make that mistake.
Nope. R.I.P. Dave.
Nor the last.
How about the most unusual funeral?
The ones I was at.
One time, yeah. I can make it weird in a hurry.
If you think the morning after is awkward, how about the morning after?
One time, this bunch of religious fanatics held a funeral for one of their members. They didn't want her embalmed. They just wanted her dressed and in the casket. We usually didn't do that, but we decided to be nice and put her up in the stateroom. We were standing outside of the stateroom, and we heard someone saying, "Rise in the name of Jesus."
No.
They were praying and slapping the body. They were talking in tongues. That
Okay.
was weird.
Of course.
That was weird. The judgment about other shit is my
man.
favorite.
I don't get it.
She has strong opinions.
Yeah. I mean, burn victim. I don't do it that much.
I mean, yeah, I'll rub my snatch in a dead guy's face. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll puke some blood up into my gash, but I'm not speaking in tongues and praying to God.
Slapping them around.
I don't think people are going to come back to life. You don't think they can come back to life, do you?
Oh, God, the things they'll say.
What do you mean come back to life?
There seems to be strong camaraderie between morticians, almost like a secret society. Very much so. Morticians are very tight with each other because most people won't have anything to do with them. I used to find if I went to a party, I'd always be introduced like, this is Karen and she's a mortician, but they don't say, here's Karen, she's a secretary, or she's a veterinary assistant.
Because that's not what, yeah.
A lot of people are under the misconception that morticians are very straight, very somber. If they ever went back into the prep room and heard all the jokes that are cracked, it would blow that theory right out the window.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think she once blew a guy right out the window in a morgue.
But it's like EMTs have like really...
Yeah, gallows.
Yeah, gallows.
Yeah, it's of course. That's what they do with all. It's like, remember, what was it, the Patreon where the French, the staff rooms at the French hospitals have these like perverted drawings all over the walls.
Yeah.
That's how they let off steam.
Right. Yeah. Did any of those morticians ever testify for or against you at the trial? One funeral director testified on behalf of the funeral practices. He asked how often necrophilia occurs. He said, it's almost unheard of in this profession. At this point, Jim says, that's a major lie.
Yeah.
She says, yes, definitely. Necrophilia is more prevalent than most people imagine.
And in that profession, almost
It seems like the one.
like as far as professions go,
Yeah.
that would be the one.
Yeah, there's not a lot of other jobs
No.
that allow you
There
access.
might be a lot of independent study going on.
Right.
But as far as professions go,
Right.
that's the one where you fuck dead bodies.
Right, yeah. It's not just the custodians of funeral homes that are doing it.
It's not the grave diggers.
It might be, funeral homes don't just report it. There was one place that I broke into, and I know that they knew something was wrong.
Are these places that she works? That
Yeah, I think that's what she meant. She had
when she says
keys.
she breaks into them.
Oh no, some places she would, I think, just straight up
Just
break
B&E.
into.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, that's illegal.
That is illegal.
And she goes, they caught me in the act and let me get away. At another place,
No, they let her get off.
yeah.
All right, we'll watch you finish, and you gotta get out of here.
Yeah. Then we all got to get out of here because it's late.
I got to be home and fuck my wife.
At another place I was working, this guy come up to me and said, someone's been messing with the body. It looks like they're trying to fuck the body.
Wow.
Who would do that?
I said, oh my goodness, really?
No, the guy was like,
Weird.
someone
Hot.
was trying to fuck the body. Not me.
Hot.
Someone like
How could you also say
What-
someone's trying to fuck it? Like,
Looks like someone else is trying to fuck this body.
that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
They're trying to say
Someone's fucking my body.
yeah. The real move to do there, if you're the one fucking the body, is
course,
go,
yes.
how do you know what it looks like when somebody's trying to fuck the body?
No, it looks
Then you go,
hot.
hey, you want to fuck this body with
Yeah.
me? Probably not a lot of threesomes in the necrophilia community.
Yeah.
Unless, you open up all the
bags.
of the bags.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna have a fucking party.
Yeah. I think the response is you go, no, show me.
Really?
People do that?
What? I don't know anything.
I think they figured it out later. I know they know now. One mortician I worked
Which is
with
the same thing.
used
but
to like to.
Wait, say that again. One mortician.
One mortician I worked with used to what he would take this big needle.
Oh.
which is like a large hollow needle to like absorb fluids in the process. And he would push it up inside any male cadaver's dick. He'd say, "Oh look, the corpse has got a boner." It's pretty funny.
And then
That is kind of
and
funny.
she would go, "Yup."
Don't need to do that.
Then she goes, "This guy was really weird."
Yeah.
More judgment. He looked like Larry from the Three Stooges. I think he had some necrophilic tendencies. He'd get real upset if there weren't any female bodies to work on.
If there weren't,
If there weren't, he'd start he'd start pacing.
fucking, there's no fucking chicks
Jesus
around. There's no
Christ.
fucking chicks around. There's a
This
fucking
club
cock
sucks.
fest.
I caught him one time in the prep room. He said he was just taking a pee in the hopper at the end of the table
We've all been there.
because he was pulling up his pants.
Oh, he was fucking a dead body.
Yeah. And she said, "I won't tell if you won't."
You know, it's kind of one of those sad situations where like they'd be meant for each other, but
Yeah.
unfortunately
Yeah.
they're both alive.
Yeah. It's so sad we can't talk about it.
Yeah.
It's so sad we can't fuck each other. What? Because you're alive.
Yeah, they would have made like a Bonnie and Clyde, you know.
Check out, this guy's got a boner.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, cool,
Wanna
cool,
suck
cool,
it?
Cool. Like they could have both been in the same room, each fucking a corpse, looking at each other, going like
somebody could be the lookout.
Eye contact.
spa day.
Yeah.
Both getting facials.
You want to fuck this guy? No, I'm not gay.
Yeah.
That guy looks like shit.
But I will jack off while you fuck.
Hey, you want to fuck this guy? He's ugly and fat.
Yeah.
You think we can do anything when this guy is like fucking just got cut in half by his fucking train? I don't know, maybe.
Well, he's skinny now.
It's like shit.
You say you were once caught in an act of necrophilia. Yeah, I tried to kill myself, and I was living in a halfway house a couple of blocks up from the funeral home.
Yeah.
I decided to go to the mausoleum and try and kill myself again.
Oh.
The mausoleum had a door connecting it to the mortuary. I was sitting in there, real depressed, when, just for the hell of it, I decided to try running my driver's license along the edge of the door, and click, the door popped open.
Low security.
I couldn't believe-
Doors back in the day.
Yeah.
Or the quality of driver's licenses. Who's to say?
Yeah, mausoleums too. Yeah.
Also, I mean, like, it's not like you wouldn't think this has to be like high-tech security. Who really wants to get in there?
Well, we know now, John. The people,
You know?
the
I
people
can't,
who
I can't
need
do that
to.
with a bedroom door.
Yeah. She goes, I tried it again, and it popped open again. I went into the prep room, and there happened to be a body in there.
Oh.
I had me some fun, did my thing, and forgot all about killing myself.
I mean, that's kind of sweet, I guess.
It's an
You gotta find a
inspirational,
purpose to live.
inspirational story.
Yeah, she's like the
I wish you would step back from that
See?
ledge,
Yeah.
my friend.
yeah.
Little.
Yeah, the 90s ruled, dude.
I told the folks at the halfway house that I had stayed the night with friends. I went in there several times. Sometimes there were absolutely no bodies, so I turned around and snuck back out.
That's
I
life.
usually went in the back door.
Yeah.
About a week later, I snuck back into the funeral home. I was on the prep table having a good old time, and all of a sudden, I felt like there was somebody nearby. Next thing I heard people walking down the hallway. I quietly jumped off the table and threw the sheet back over the body. My clothes were in quite a state of disarray, and I had blood on me and everything else. Jesus
That's
Christ.
disgusting.
It had been an autopsy case. There was a casket with the lid open in the side casket room, so I ran and hid behind it. The casket was on a church truck, so they couldn't see me, but they could see my legs. It was a man and a woman. They were standing there saying, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" Who are you?
What? I'm a dude.
Who are you? I'm a cop. I'm supposed to be here.
Jesus.
I'm smuggling drugs and dead bodies.
I'm Jesus. I came back.
Yeah. One of them said to the other, "You go get the gun and call the cops, and I'll stay down here."
And I'll
I knew I only had one chance, so I busted out and ran. I knew the layout of the place, so I just ran down the hall and out of the place and out of the cemetery.
Nice.
At the time, I still had a friend who worked at the funeral home. He said, "Somebody broke into the funeral home. They know it was you." They put in an alarm after that. I think they called the police, but there were never any charges. I'm sure they didn't want the publicity. And so that's really the thing.
Yeah, that's the
You
game
kind of-
theory of it all. So like, do you want to be the mortuary where everyone's
Yeah.
dead loved ones get fucked?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then how many people want to do this job? And how many of them might be inclined,
Yeah,
possibly,
yeah.
in some instances?
At least somewhat more than the average person.
Late at night, a man and a woman show up to. Why are they there?
Yeah.
Just to
It's
a
a date.
look of the place?
Yeah. We're on a first date.
Oh, fuck. Someone's already fucking here. Shit.
Who are you?
Do you want to fuck?
Are you horny? Are you alive?
Are you a hardcore guy?
That was the last time I got very close, except for I've broken into a few tombs.
What, fucking Egypt?
I don't know.
She fucked a pope.
Have you seen any changes in people's attitudes towards necrophilia? Yeah, when I came out here, I noticed it. It's almost a fad. Everybody's doing it now.
Yeah, before it was cool.
I mean,
It's been overrun by the hipsters.
dude, I had to pay $250. I just spent 11 days in jail, man. I mean, you know, I really fucking served my time.
In my day, you used to do this.
$250. I could have got 51 months of profiles and eccentricity for that amount. It's almost, they're not really necrophiles, but pseudo-necrophiles,
Yeah.
like a death cult. But there are probably a lot of people who would do it if they had the opportunity. Perhaps there is this vast network of necrophiles who, for lack of a forum, will never know of each other's existence. Well, there's Layla Wendell's group, American Association for Necrophiliac Research and Enlightenment. They try and get some information out about it. We gotta look that up.
Yep.
that sounds
That's a keeper.
great.
It must be
It's like
frustrating.
the cool Nambla.
What?
Yeah, real cool.
Yeah.
Ice cold.
We're trying to enlighten you.
The benefits.
Research. What research?
Lady, what are you doing? Research. Leave me alone.
I'm fucking a doctor.
Yeah. What's the reason? I rub my stuff on a dead guy.
Well, they don't say it like that.
Yeah.
Taking notes.
I mean, if they're coming, they might say it like that.
It must be frustrating when people say, we have to cure you, or you've got to be more like us. It is. For a while, I found myself thinking, yeah, this isn't normal. Why can't I be like other people? Why doesn't the same pair of shoes fit me just right? I went through all that personal hell, and finally I accepted myself and realized that's just me. That's my nature, and I might as well enjoy it. I'm miserable when I try to be something I'm not. And two, a lot of these people who are putting me down have hang-ups worse than I have, or they do things that might be considered questionable by their peers. I had a gay friend who, when he found out I was a necrophile, said, "You can go to hell for that." After 1979, when I was put on probation, part of the probation requirement was that I seek therapy. I had a really nice social worker. She was cool, very non-judgmental. The more I talked to these people, the more I realized necrophilia makes sense for me. The reason I was having a problem with it was because I couldn't accept myself. I was still trying to live my life by other people's standards. To accept it was peace. These people who are always trying to change me only helped me get myself more in touch with my feelings. I used to go from the therapist's office to the funeral home. It didn't work, folks.
She seems like a funny person.
Well, it's like you don't give your body to science. You give your body to this lady. No.
Oh, God.
I'd like to donate my body to the Morgue rat.
Now, put another one on the morgue rats.
I'm donating my... This guy's a nutting donor?
He's only donating one organ. Curious.
So yeah, that's the interview, which is fucking rich as fuck.
That's good. Very well done, Jim.
And that was, kind of like the big splash was to be unrepentant.
Big splash was the blood coming out.
In some way, that's admirable. Did anybody fuck her when she died?
Oh, she's not dead that we know of.
Oh, really?
No, she'd be
I
like
guess she's 60-something, right?
65.
Yeah.
No, wait, 65? Is that right? What, 56?
66, 67.
Like that, yeah.
I
I mean, she doesn't.
So she's still alive.
Age is just a number for her.
Yeah.
Well, she's getting close to that
collecting that
magic
pension.
number. She's still alive,
Uh-huh.
as far as we know.
Mhm.
Now, is there more to this story? Because I was going to ask a question.
There's not too much, except that she later regretted the interview because, that probably had some traction.
No shit.
And she changed her name and moved to another city.
Yeah, good idea.
So it was also like
She's on the message boards, bro.
if you're still trying to get those jobs, yeah, you got to change your name. Like,
Yeah.
like if you're really unrepentant and like she also had done a thing where what did she do?
So she's still fucking bodies.
As far as we know,
There's no way she's not.
Yeah. So what else did she did like she like wrote like a history and of Cradle of Filth, the metal band. So she's clearly into,
Metal.
Fucked up shit.
satanic shit and stuff. So this story inspired Barbara Gowdy's 1992 short story, We So Seldom Look on Love, which in turn inspired the 96 Canadian independent film Kissed.
These are all about necrophilia, I imagine.
But yeah, it's basically her story. In 1996, they said she was touring North America with poetry and conferencing about necrophilia and sexual liberation. Horror magazine Esoterra in the 90s said Sally Jesse Raphael taped an interview with Karen Greenlee, but refused to air it because Greenlee refused to show repentance for her actions. So that's in the can somewhere.
Come on, Sally.
Come on, Sally, or Jesse, or Raphael.
Do the right thing.
The Ninja Turtles
One of
there.
you fucking assholes.
And she contributed a chapter to The Gospel of Filth, a book detailing the history and occult influences of extreme metal band Cradle of Filth.
Wow.
It doesn't say here that it inspired Necromantic, but I have heard other people say that. And yeah, that's the general fucking deal, man.
Well, we should get her on the line.
Yeah.
We should try to get her on the horn.
Call her up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
I wish we had like a dead body to lure her in with.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
You could sound pretty still, man.
Yeah. Oh man, I love laying down
Yeah.
and being hard.
Yeah, I'm brain dead.
Yeah. I can spit blood.
I fucked a few girls who just laid there like they were dead.
Jesus
could learn.
Christ.
No, I haven't, man. They've all been fucking vivacious.
I've only had good sex.
Yeah.
Never had bad sex.
Now,
Ever.
the question that's begging to be asked:
Okay, I want to hear this.
is it a victimless crime?
Well, I was thinking the same thing.
I say yes. Fuck it.
It's kind of fucked up, but
It's very fucked up,
but is it a victimless crime? Yeah, I think so.
it's pretty much a victimless crime.
I also was like, because I heard other people. I listened to some bad neckbeards today, like one man guys with like terrible podcasts that are like calling her a whore and shit. I was like, all right,
No,
And also, come on. I think we're
they're
these
what they are is
slut-shamers.
that they're pissed that she's not fucking actual live men like them.
Well, and she
Right.
also was, and she still was compelled to do this,
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she did mention that she did have sex with.
Yeah, and said guys would be like, after the trial, I know who you are. I'm going to try to. I'm going to give you the good dick.
Yeah,
She's like, yeah, you don't get it.
You gonna spit blood out of your mouth?
Yeah. Are you gonna
smell like
lay
shit?
there?
You're
Formaldehyde?
spitting up.
Are you confident enough to lay there and do nothing?
I was like, I mean, I was kind of raised, by my dad being like, listen, man, because I had my mom died when I was 14. We spent all this money on funeral stuff. And my dad was like, when I die, dude, like, do not spend money on this funeral shit. He's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. He's like, you're fucking gone. You're gone. And it doesn't mean shit. He's like, if I could, he's like, I would just let you guys leave me in the backyard and let the birds eat me.
Find some weird lady to fuck me.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, no, I don't. I think
Sign me up.
I think it's not this summer's hottest look. It's not real thrilling for a family to find out about.
No, well, especially if it's a son or like a kid that dies before they should. I don't know, anything before the 50s or 60s. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
By the
like-
way, that $1 million lawsuit ended up paying out like $117,000.
It's not like she paid it.
Yeah. I mean, it was probably
The company,
the
funeral
home. Yeah.
probably bankrupted them.
But you imagine a family doesn't want to know that their child that happened to him.
Well, yeah. So I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, yes, it's a victimless crime unless it's somebody in my family, right?
Right.
That's the double standard.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Right. But you go like, they should be fired.
absolutely, they should
Yeah.
be fired, and you should be able to beat them up or something. They're fucking dead bodies, Sean.
Again with
They're
the
fucking dead bodies.
again with the physical.
If somebody
violence.
fucks my dead grandma's body, I should be able to beat him up.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not gonna, but I should be able
I don't trust you to do it safely.
to beat somebody up.
Yeah.
I'll wear a condom.
Okay.
I think.
They might get blood out of their mouth.
Not the violence towards a woman point, but I do agree. If it was a guy, just plowing my grandma, God rest her soul.
You see what I mean?
that I would probably be like, all right, this dude needs to have an ass beating.
Yes.
And I think that's a lot of times kind of good enough.
Wait, have either of you ever beaten anybody up?
I've never beaten anybody up.
Almost zero fights, thankfully.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't been in many fights, but
But and I don't. I
guess you've never been in that situation, so.
to keep going is a passionate thing,
Yes.
and I
definitely think it should be explored in a way that's like not everybody is condemning them, because really what we're probably looking at here is, you know, a major fucking trauma thing.
Yeah, and
from,
a failure of
society.
Or family or whatever it is.
The failure of living people.
Yes, the dead people have done nothing,
Yes.
and they're the ones getting fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, like, I was like a fucking, you know, morbid kid or whatever. Like, I was kind of like, whoa, the first time I went to, like, you know, a funeral and stuff. And I understand the curiosity about it. Like, I would definitely be fucking wandering around a funeral home.
Yeah, man, I'd look at a dead puss if I'm
you know,
walking through, but I don't know if it's going to be appetizing.
Yeah, I mean,
But, I mean, yeah, I'm
walk
not-
through a funeral home. That makes sense as a kid. Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, you know, I mean, I'm not going to be, like, lifting up the blankets or, like, you know, I don't need to get that good a look.
You can imagine the trauma of what happened to her when she was a kid.
Well,
There's no way that
of course
doesn't have
it
some effect
informs
on it.
Absolutely, and so, you know, we shouldn't beat her up, right?
No.
we should.
Thank you, Aaron.
We should talk to her.
It took him an hour to come around to not physically assaulting a woman.
I mean, she's fucking dead bodies, though.
Right, which you said is a victimless crime.
Well,
You started this part of the
Wait,
conversation.
wait,
of course, I'm trying to wrestle with the fucking complexity of this
Trying to wrestle
issue.
with a woman.
You said it if it was your grandmother, but if she was your grandfather.
I'd be like,
Nice.
Okay.
there you go.
Okay.
it's different
Double
when women do
standards.
things.
Yeah, no, I mean it's very much why the case is.
It's less violating in general.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we don't
Yeah.
really fucking. That's why we fetishize hot teachers that fuck their male students. Like
It's also
not the same.
Yeah, and also like I mean, you know, male perversion is
Violent, aggressive,
and it's expected.
Yes.
So when there is, you know,
the exception to the rule.
the exception to the rule, it always gets that media attention
It's salacious.
because what they're selling you is like, oh damn,
Oh, see how women are fucked up too, but it's kind of hot.
yeah,
Right. The media definitely does. Well, that's what they do. You're right. The teachers and everything. But it is mentally, it is similar to when the male teacher does it.
Oh, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
sure. Is it a victimless crime?
The fucking the body. Yeah.
If you're an alien, if you're a fourth dimensional being looking down, you know, the dead body and a live body have the same amount of particles, right?
right,
The Dr. Manhattan ethics
yeah,
is that it's a victimless crime, but it is disrespectful
for sure, it's
Yes,
disrespectful.
It's certainly disrespectful.
and disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also like, come on, man.
I don't know if that's the right phrase.
But yeah, we should, you know, you gotta, in her case where it doesn't seem like, you know, she's not mutilating the bodies or anything. She's not committing any murders to then have sex with the bodies.
Yeah.
She is somebody that should be, you know, as much as she's able to, it seems she's lucid, you know, pick her brain.
She's probably really good at the non-fucking part of her job.
I bet people are hiring her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're, you know, try and learn what you can from these people, but I don't know, maybe there's not much there. She got raped a couple times as a kid and now she's not safe, doesn't feel safe around living men.
Right.
Now but how many young women get raped and don't end up fucking dead bodies,
Sure,
right?
yeah,
So-
no, I mean and also, you know, there's a lot of depression, there's a lot of suicide attempts in there.
And then
Yeah,
there's the
true,
satanic
that's
heavy
true.
metal music influence.
Yeah. But that's the thing too, where it's like, you know, at that time, doing those kinds of conventions and stuff like that, like that's, you know, those are the people that like are going to be into the shit that you're doing. Like it kind of goes hand in glove, where it's like it's going like, oh yeah, do you like fucking dead bodies? Like you might like metal. We talk about that a lot.
Oh, without
Yeah.
question. Without
Yeah.
question.
You know, and I think there's so much interesting about it. The unrepentant thing is something I kind of fucking love.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah,
anytime
she's
somebody's
very
like,
funny.
not sorry, dude, like
She goes, this is who I am.
Maybe we should be able to donate your body to necrophiliacs. You
definitely
the
should.
Necrophilia Enlightenment Society or whatever.
You can donate it to like a fucking build a tree. You can donate it to cut you up and take your organs.
How many states?
Why not?
How
Fuck
many
it.
states do you think have laws against necrophilia?
15.
4.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, which ones, John?
No, that's
Hawaii?
defining necrophilia as having sex with a dead body.
Yeah. I think yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Arizona, Georgia, and I think like fucking Maine or like it's like the 4 corners of the country. It makes no sense.
Yeah, wait till Alaska.
But I think like it's just like it's hopefully so rare. It's funny that after we did Dr. Carl Tanzler, there's no law in Florida. Like you have precedent there.
No, well, Florida,
funny
place
that
you move for that.
You know, there are more states where abortion is illegal.
Yeah, then
But,
fucking a dead body.
but after that kid's dead, you can do whatever you want with it.
Right. Well, you know,
God,
it's
dude.
the sanctity of life, Aaron. Not
I
not
didn't write
death.
the fucking laws. I'm just pointing out the
Yeah.
flaws in the system, bro.
There's one more kid. I think it's weird to think about. She has this thing. She has a good sense to get out of the game before the internet comes, because then it would be like
yeah.
The temptation would be too strong. She'd find a community of
Yeah.
like-minded perverts.
Then
and
she'd
they'd be like,
live
but-
stream it.
but
they'd
also-
share best practices
Yeah,
and how to
yeah.
fucking hide.
But like, just like, but the hate that would be unloaded on her and stuff like that. So she's in this sweet spot, she's touring on fucking poetry in the 90s and going to these, alternative sex conferences and stuff like that.
Oh man,
Then
those
it's like,
hotels must.
you're
smell
kind of
shit
riding,
after they
you're
leave.
kind of riding this underground celebrity for a minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Without it being,
Without
public
it-
shaming.
Yeah. And,
yeah.
and you're probably going to get some access too. Like people being like,
Hey, I got to
hey, dude, I got a key to a fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
that's so
like a
smart.
lease and a key.
so yeah. But
a corpse and a key.
That's fuck. I didn't think of that.
I think that's kind of thing. And then you
Hey,
go like,
I know a place where you can.
and then you go like, all right, well
Fresh,
now
fresh.
I can't do the name anymore. And like, I'm not going to be able to go to a new city and, start a new job and have access to these corpses. So I got to just change my name and drop the profile. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
How confident are you that she is still fucking dead bodies?
At 67 or whatever?
Yeah.
She's in her sexual peak.
But not physical peak though.
No,
you gotta climb
sexual.
on the table. It's all that.
Mm. Yeah, she probably has a life alert though. Ow! Where are you, ma'am?
Not near a mortuary.
Here's the deal.
If I play dead, will you bring me?
Oh God.
You're gonna walk in and you're gonna see 2 bodies on the floor. One's gonna be cold. The other's gonna be wet.
No, it's not my blood.
Don't fuck me.
God.
You're alive. It's gross.
I've been up to no good. I like when she calls it doing her thing.
Yeah.
So I'm doing my thing.
Having a good old time.
Good old time. I mean, that's one of your favorite
dude, I
phrases.
think she might be Jenny J.
Yeah.
I had a
Good old
good old time.
Passionate love making to the point where the fucking thing is spitting up blood. Bro, like she was going at it with
Well, she's
these
like
things.
pushing down on the
Yeah.
diaphragm.
We're probably sitting on it or something. Yeah.
Damn.
Sums up.
She's got blood on her. When
Something's
these 2
up.
people run.
Dude, and that's rancid blood. That's not like hot,
Yeah.
fresh,
Yeah, the Red Cross isn't asking for that shit.
That's rancid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess it depends, right?
No.
No. That's not hot, fresh blood.
That blood's gone bad.
Like, oh, you bit your lip and you go, it tastes like pennies.
Yeah.
No. This tastes like shit.
Mm.
It's coagulated and nasty.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
It's all the shit they didn't drain out.
Yeah, I thought she was
yeah.
mainly fucking the embalmed, but I guess not.
Well, maybe sometimes the bombs
she
can still
probably
spit
did
up,
that
you know?
too.
Well, she said one was an autopsy case. So.
Oh, yeah, that was, yeah. And she still did that, too. And that they cut that shit up. It's, it's a
I
whole
once
mess.
saw a license plate frame as a kid. My dad pointed it out to me. And it said, you know how it says like, oh, fucking.
My other car is a.
Yeah, it's one of those
My other
things.
car is
right?
your
Like,
dad.
This one goes, morticians do it with more rigor mortis.
Nice.
That might have been her.
It might have been, dude.
Mhm.
She probably has a great license plate. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Corpse fucker.
Yeah. Yeah. I I mean, it's fucking fascinating.
Incredible. Incredible.
It's
incredible
this
one.
is what you get when you sign up for the show. Is one of these guys.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
what the show was created for a person like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
A true weirdo.
No, John,
Yeah.
this is the primo stuff. You know, this isn't some scientist or some bullshit. This is a corpse fucker. You know, this is
It's not
fucking.
some fucking-
Scientist guy with fucking like an arc. Or,
Yeah, no, but
no, we're talking about fucking
This
dead
is-
bodies.
yeah.
This lady's fucking creeping out.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel at the end of it all, other than I'm just like, yikes.
Yeah,
It's fucking yikes.
it's a yikes.
and she's not sorry.
No.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Sorry.
She shouldn't be doing it. But she is.
yeah.
And
Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get into that fucking funeral. I'm gonna fuck some fucking bodies.
Yeah.
Dude. And and
I gotta do it.
and like the
Yeah.
fucking like again like. It's a place where like you go like we don't need to fortify the gates. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, there's not a swarm coming in here. No,
Right.
so like when somebody's breaking in, you're going like
What the
there's no grave robbing going on. Like there's nothing like that. It's like caustic chemicals and cadavers that would scare the shit out of most people.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And she's going like, oh fuck, I got access. I'm getting like,
There's only one thing that's happening if someone breaks into those places.
yeah,
A good old time.
good old
Old
time. Yeah.
Yeah. And more power to the good old timer, you know. Yeah.
No.
No, you're probably right.
No.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Probably not.
No.
Not for the best.
But maybe there should be an outlet. Donate your body to sexy times.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
Like,
there's anything
you know
wrong
what?
with that.
I leave a good looking corpse.
Mhm.
I got a nice big fat fucking hog.
Yeah, maybe you die with your tongue out, you know?
Mhm.
Hey, before one last time,
Yeah.
Mhm.
an encore.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, if you're a fucking Egyptian pharaoh, imagine you're going up to heaven, and as you're getting up there, you
Remember Jamie Gillis saying, "I'll be seen naked in public one last time
Oh,
when I donate my body to science."
Nice,
Yeah.
He would have loved it.
yeah.
oh yeah. I mean, if he could have popped a fucking turd in her mouth too, he would have loved it too. Fucking sicko.
Yeah.
Well, if she was there at the right time, you know.
God, what a sicko. He was sick.
Mm.
She's sick.
Yeah.
I wish they would have met. Maybe they did. In another life.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely would have read about it.
Yeah.
There's no question.
He probably was seeking her out.
Yeah, he was probably like, yo, come
Fuck
on.
yourself with the corpse.
God.
Yeah, let's figure out a way that we can set up some sort of foundation that perverts can donate their bodies to necrophiliacs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna do it anyways, and if they don't have an outlet, it's gonna be your grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they can still do all the other funeral shit after that.
Yeah, it's
Whatever
fine.
you
then.
want.
Throw them in the river
And they'll do
or
it.
whatever.
You know
yeah.
what? And those services are free.
Yeah.
Hey, let us fuck your dead loved one, and we'll fucking formaldehyde them. We'll
Right.
doll them all up
Yeah.
for a nice open casket funeral. All you got to do is let us fuck them.
Yeah.
Tit for tat.
Yeah, I think it's a good
It's
idea.
a good barter situation. Everyone's
that.
happy. Nobody's dead. Booby is getting fucked.
Without their permission.
Without consent.
Yeah.
Can you also imagine, though, 1979, California,
Smashing Pumpkins.
and you find out this lady fucked 40 corpses and has a $250 fine and 11 days in jail? How do you think that story went down, like, in...
And then right after that, Reagan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you see what happens.
You know
see
what I mean?
You see what happens.
And so
yeah.
you go like, ooh, this is not good. This is not a good look.
Well, it's also one of those things like, I didn't know we needed a law for that.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot
Yeah.
of those, yeah.
Yeah. Why would we make a law for that? And we have old laws in
Yeah,
this
we
country.
have laws where you can't walk a giraffe
Yeah.
without a leash
I think someone's probably
or
trying
something
to fuck
like that.
it,
There's
You can fuck a giraffe
if it's dead.
right
yeah.
now. Yeah, and there's no laws against it.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a really good time. I was really grateful to find that. And I was amazed I had never heard of her before.
Yeah. We got to look up this vampire killer guy. We got to look
We
up.
got to look up this necrophiliac association.
Oh, we got to
Just the best.
join.
The best.
I want to get some literature.
Yeah, I want to talk to
pamphlets.
those.
Yeah, that's it. You want to get literature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're all great looking people.
Oh, boy.
I'd rather fuck the corpse.
So would they.
That's probably how they get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out how ugly we are.
Oh, my God.
You make
Yeah.
the motherfucker that body.
You know, but in my world, I get 10s all day. They're not wrong.
No. I mean, they are wrong.
If
but
this
they're
guy
not
was
wrong.
breathing, he wouldn't fuck me in a million years.
That's a good line. That's a good line.
Pick of the litter.
It sounds like that's an SNL sketch line.
Well, fellas, I hope you enjoyed the tale.
Fantastic. John.
Loved it.
Karen Greenlee. Not your average Karen.
No.
No.
Not your average Karen.
She's not calling the cops on anybody.
No, she doesn't
Unless
want to
they're
see
dead.
anybody's manager.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't tell if you won't.
Thank you, Karen. She's sending people into the afterlife.
You know, 69ing.
Touchy-feely, even holding hands.
She's sending people to the afterlife.
Holding hands
man.
with one of these idiots.
Her fucking fingernails all receding and shit. Get the fuck out of here, lady.
You don't know what it's like. You've never been there.
Yeah, it's her own personal Vietnam, I'm sure.
Holding hands with some fucking guy that had an aneurysm or whatever.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, yeah.
So anyway, I was at the supermarket.
You also kind of wonder, like, yeah, is she like writing narratives?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
About
Yes.
them? I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think there's like, you know, when you see those rooms and like the lights and all that stuff and like.
Yeah, the romantic fluorescent lighting.
Yeah,
the harsh.
the harsh.
Well, some of them have like the old circular lamps.
What do you think after she moved in, they were like, after she started working, they're like, wow, the lighting
You really
here.
sexied this place up. The candles.
Velvet? Wow.
The live, laugh, love tapestry.
Yeah.
I kind of want to fuck you in here.
The couch. There's mirrors on the ceiling.
Oh, my God.
Science.
If Willis Reed was dead, he'd love to be here.
Someone is messing with the body. It looks like they're trying to fuck the body.
I know what that's like.
Oh, wow. Weird. Who would do such a thing?
Not me. I mean,
Show me.
Right happy to.
It's a good episode.
Thanks, buddy.
That is, John. That's a great one. I really enjoyed that perversion.
Yeah, it was, you know, it's great when it can be dark, but still funny because it's
Yeah.
basically victimless.
Yeah.
Anytime I can laugh and pray.
Yeah. And come.
Yeah. All right, fellas. I'm going to say goodnight. I love you. My name is John Fahey.
I'm Aaron Pita. Rest in peace.
Never so.
Good night, everybody. We love you.
Good night.
Starbane's Audio.